Live, stunning, shocking, beside myself news, Nez Nation. The Georgia State Election Board has declared that both the hand count audit and the certified machine recount in Fulton County, Georgia, violated state election law, potentially altering the outcome of the 2020 election. Holy macadamia nut. Harrison Floyd, who we had on the show, who is one of Trump's co-defendants, just recently tweeted out not that long ago that this is just the, quote, tip of the iceberg. Holy macadamia nut. Remember, he said on our show, as well as he's been posting intermittently the last couple of weeks, he has some serious information that he was going to expose Cash Money G. Willis, Fulton County, and the entire Georgia State Election Board. And we just got a huge bombshell today. I'm going to tell you everything and what's happening right now. But first, I want to play this amazing video from Joseph Rossi, who details how both the hand count and the audit and the certified machine recount have been found to be in violation. And guess what? It's enough to alter the outcome of the election. He is a teacher, as well as other members of Concerned Georgia Citizens have been working diligently, blood, sweat, and tears for months, for years. And in front of the state election board, he said this. Check out this very moving video.
Now I'd like to speak directly to those who have fought factually, respectfully, and relentlessly for the truth over the last 3 years. As of 4/10/24, I got another one of these certified letters from the state election board. Every time I get one of those letters, my wife sets it on my desk and she says, "You got another one of those certified letters. I hope you're not being indicted this time." But anyways, as of that letter, it has now been factually proven that both the hand audit, this is really, really important, and the certified machine count, yes, the certified count, have both been found to be in violation of Georgia election law. Based on these findings, to those that have fought factually, respectfully, and relentlessly, I'll close with one word: vindicated.
Extremely moving testimony from Joseph Rossi, who, as you heard, have been working tirelessly to expose errors and fraud in the 2020 election, with some claiming that these violations could easily have changed the course of history. I've said this many, many times. I've never in the history of my lifetime, on the night of an election, gone to bed knowing that a candidate was ahead in not one state, Georgia, not two states, Pennsylvania, not three states, North Carolina, not four states, Ohio, and then wake up the next morning and all of a sudden they announce the other candidate had won. That's never happened in my lifetime. I was one of the first people when Trump refused to certify and refused to concede and refused to say that the election was legitimate, even after the cybersecurity director of cybersecurity claimed it was the safest and most cleanest election. I was one of the first to say, no, don't do this. Don't do this. You still have a shot in 2024. You still have a shot in the future. It's not over. I didn't want the sanctity of the office to be smeared. I didn't want his legacy to be smeared because he's done so much amazing stuff for this country. And I was very quick to dismiss any conspiracy theories about the election and the integrity of the election. I have to be the first one to admit, after the last, I'd say 8 to maybe 12 months of investigation, doing my own due diligence, exercising my own critical thinking, I have come more and more to the conclusion that there's definitely something going on. There's definitely something awry And I'm being very generous and mild because if I say too much of how I really feel about the election, this whole channel will be deleted. And I don't want that. After hearing this and after seeing this and after this, I mean, this is not breaking news. This is not, a top story or a current event. This is, quite frankly, the biggest bombshell I think I've ever talked about and reported on this channel, ever. The magnitude of this is impossible to measure. It's absolutely impossible. What this could mean, and the fact that we've been following Cash Money G, who claims that her reputation is not in disrepair, who claims there's nothing wrong with her. She did nothing wrong. The odor of mendacity has been fumigating the entire county, the poor people of Fulton County, the poor people, the constituents, the voters, the hard-working taxpayers. What could potentially happen now after finding that they did violate Georgia election law? They could impose fines, issue a reprimand, and refer the allegations to the Attorney General, the AG's Office for Prosecution. The board could also take over elections in Fulton County. Here I have the actual letter that Joseph Rossi, hardworking citizen, just a teacher, a guy who just believes in fairness and integrity, sick and tired of seeing his county, Fulton County, sick and tired of seeing all the debauchery that's happened and how it's absolutely denigrated America's brand, America's sense of ethos. You could see the matter involves allegations that were investigated by experienced investigators. The underlying right here, the matter involves allegations that were investigated by experienced investigators. And then the other underlying portion, this matter is in the violation found category. Sincerely, the Georgia State Election Board. Huge. I mean, that is absolutely huge. And I dare you to find me anything, Nez Nation. Let me know in the comments if you do. I really want to check. I'm going to listen and try to read every comment. Find me one news item from mainstream media. Find me one article. Find me one video clip. Find me one broadcast station in the mainstream corporate state media that is covering this. I dare you to find me one. I'm talking about the main people, okay? The CNNs, the CBS, the ABC. I want you to find me one of those corporate, I call them state media, really Bidenomics media, that's covering this groundbreaking, revolutionary, stick it in your face, Cash Money G, you corrupt swine, that will actually talk about this major Georgia election scandal. It's a scandal of the highest order. And usually scandals like this are not isolated. This is usually the type of scandal, the type of defamation, the type of violation on our absolute American. I can't even talk. I mean, it's got me all choked up with anger and rage. Because God knows what happened in Pennsylvania. God knows what happened in Ohio. God knows what happened in North Carolina, South Carolina, if this is happening in Georgia. And don't even get me started on the thought that had this election had the integrity that it was supposedly claimed to have had, we wouldn't be stuck right now with the worst vegetable in chief and Commie Kamala as VP running our country into the ground as we are right now. The rage I'm feeling in my heart is almost, it's pulsating. I'm trying with every molecule of my body to suppress it. I'm going to keep you posted on this. This is literally just happened. And we're going to all be watching here with bated breath of what's going to happen moving forward. One thing is absolutely clear. The battle for election integrity in Georgia is far from over. And the world is watching, Cash Money G. The world is watching, okay, Senator Warlock. The world is watching, Governor. The world is watching And you guys need to do something. You need to do something fast. I pass this off to you, Nez Nation. I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. I can't wait to hear from you. As always, members and super chats get top priority. Consider becoming a member. It only costs you a cup of coffee to support the truth. This is the stuff that we cover. We cover the stuff that nobody else covers. I'm not just a professor. I'm a business owner. I believe in capitalism. I love my country more than anything. I bleed red, white, and blue. I want to get my country back for my children, my grandchildren. I want America to flourish for not 100 years, not 1,000 years, 1,000,000,000,000 years, 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 times 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 till the end of time. This is my mission with this channel. And I talk about everything that mainstream media, corporate media doesn't talk about. I do my own qualitative and quantitative research. So consider becoming a member. At the very least, subscribe to our free newsletter. Become a Nez Nation Insider. I'll leave all the links in the pinned comment, description, and show notes. That's your free newsletter. All we need is your best email. We don't spam. We don't share your email with anybody. That's not the Nez Nation way. Just click on the link, put in your email, bada boom, you're in. You get all the best information right in your inbox that mainstream media won't cover. Check out these videos coming up right here. I just posted this one recently. Let me know what you guys think of those. As always, God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.